the battery decides it's had enough.
Oh my god! What? Is it gassing him? What's going on?
Surprisingly, in the decade that I've been durability testing phones, I have never had a smartphone explode before.
Do my hands look giga juicy? Thank you, I appreciate it.
I was pretty shocked when I saw that Google left the weak antenna lines of the Pixel Fold in the same spot again for the 3rd generation in a row. The original
I've
Pixel
never got
Fold
these
snapped
phones.
At the antenna lines right next to
I don't know
the
if they're
hinge.
actually good.
And
Oh,
again,
never
on
mind.
last
Probably
year's
not.
Pixel 9 Pro Fold, it snapped
Dude.
right along the same exact antenna line.
Never mind, never mind.
This is like
yes,
Vader building a 3rd Death Star with the exact same exhaust port, or Voldemort hiding all 7 Horcruxes in Harry Potter's closet. Or maybe Superman mailing kryptonite to all his arch nemesises on their birthdays. Henry Ford said the only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. And I'm not saying that Google hasn't
When
learned
did this come
nothing,
out?
nor am I saying that a durability test is the only decision
Well,
by
I
which
don't
to
know.
base your phone buying experience.
I don't really like
off
that
of,
phone.
But the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over
Looks kinda
and over
dumb.
and expecting different results. You don't gotta be Einstein to realize that after the first 2 catastrophic failures, it might be time to move that antenna line. But here it still is, front and center,
Oh,
and
no.
I think it's gonna fail again.
Oh
But first,
no.
the scratch test. I'm a fan of the folding phone form factor, even though they aren't ready for my personal lifestyle just yet. I've got dirty hands and I do dirty projects quite often, and I don't have confidence that a folding phone can be the tool that survives life with me. The front slab of glass is Gorilla Glass
My folding
Victus
phone is
Tuba,
fine.
and we see our normal
Oh, never mind.
scratches at a level 6 with deeper grooves at a level 7. I'll pull off the Mohs scale of hardness paper since we'll need it for that inner screen. The 10 megapixel front-face hole punch camera is protected by the same Victus 2 glass, and the earpiece slit is rather thin, right up next to the aluminum frame. Moving to the
Night,
inner
Papi.
folding screen of the Pixel 10 Pro Fold, we kinda already know what's gonna happen. We
my
haven't
thumbs
had
are
any
nice.
laws of physics broken in the folding screen category recently, and just like every other folding phone on the market, we see scratches beginning to form at a
Oh
level 2.
man.
In order to get a screen to fold and flex,
I have
it
a
has to be
foldable.
soft enough that a fingernail can damage the exterior
Oh
layer.
my
That's just how it
god.
has to be. One thing I noticed though during the unboxing is that there
Dude.
appears to be a second hidden under-screen camera spot
Wait, what?
right next to the main 10 megapixel hole punch selfie camera. We've seen hidden cameras on smartphones before, like on the Red Magic 10 Pro or the earlier
What is that?
Samsung folding phones. But, you know, usually those hidden cameras are disclosed. We'll have
Dude
to
needs
take
to
a
wash his
closer
hands.
look during the teardown,
true.
but either way, it has a
True.
soft layer of scratchable plastic over both the underscreen
This-
sensor and the 10
this is
megapixel
awful.
hole punch selfie camera. I do like this jade colored aluminum. It kind of glistens and darkens in color depending on how the light hits it. The volume rocker is also
stop.
aluminum and removable.
Oh my goodness.
The power button is not removable, but the volume button is easy enough to pop back into place.
Oh,
The top of the Pixel 10 Pro Fold has our upper loudspeaker,
this is so. Oh my god.
multiple microphones, and our SIM card tray. The metal tray has a black rubber ring around the opening to help with the IP68 water resistance rating. This is the first folding smartphone that is both rated for water and dust
That's
resistance.
awful.
We will obviously put that dust spec to the test here in a sec. And of course, we still have the 2 antenna lines up here that we've come to know all too well over the past 2 years. The left side of the phone, while open, does not have any buttons on it. The bottom of the phone has our lower stereo speaker, 30-watt USB-C port, and our microphone hole. If you notice, the actual microphone hole is
This
much
is
smaller
so
than
bad.
the exterior microphone opening. This is to make sure no hardware gets damaged if someone accidentally puts their SIM card removal tool in the wrong hole. You won't be able to damage the actual microphone or the waterproofing inside. The spine of the 10 Pro Fold is unbranded. There are no
Phone
gears
breaking
inside the
ASMR.
hinge this year, and I'm sure we'll see the inside soon enough. On the back of the phone, the Pixel 10 Pro Fold has a light sensor in the upper left corner of the camera plateau, then a 10.5 megapixel ultra-wide camera in the upper right side. The 48 megapixel main camera is on the bottom left, and the 10.8 5x telephoto is in the bottom right corner. all surrounded by the same anodized aluminum material as the phone body. The only branding on the exterior is the shiny chrome letter G on the back. Zooming in close, you can see
This is
basically
gore.
a perfect placement of the soft touch glass etching around the G silhouette. Very nice attention to detail. I'm worried about a few other details on the phone, you know, but we'll get there soon enough. Google said that this year's 10 Pro Fold is the first phone to ever have an IP68 dust
Yeah, this is what it's
rating.
like in my
The 8
pockets.
has to do
I
with
just
liquid,
got
but the 6
10
part of the
pounds
rating
of
means that the
gravel in
phone
my
is essentially
pockets.
dust-proof, since the number 6 is as high as the rating scale gets when it comes to dust. And yeah, the screen is probably dust-proof.
Oh, wow.
But
Ooh.
unfortunately for Google, I can conclusively say that the Pixel 10 Pro Fold hinge is definitely not dust-proof. The crunching of the dust that is now inside the hinge sounds pretty disturbing. And yeah, the Samsung folding
Yeah,
phone
that's my
sounded
phone on a
pretty
normal
much the
day.
same after dust was dropped into their hinges, but they also never claimed to be dust-proof. I've been doing these durability tests for more than a decade now, and Google has to have known I was going to check on their claim. This is kind of embarrassing. The inner 8-inch Super Actua flex screen lasted about 15 seconds under the heat from my lighter. This time around, we don't see any melted plastic on the surface, but the pixels
nice.
are very much dead from that flame. The
Wow,
exterior
this phone is so
6.4
weak.
inch 3000 nit display fared much better under the heat and lasted a good 25 seconds without any visible damage. Speaking
Wow,
of
this phone is
damage,
kinda sturdy.
Google says this 10 Pro Fold can handle 10 years worth of folding. That's
Oh.
a decade. But
10
they don't give an
years?
exact number of folds that it can withstand. And yeah, sure, if the phone is only folded in a vacuum, it'll probably be just fine. But here in the real world, where people sit on phones, book bag squish phones, and little kids exist,
Oh my
the
god!
Pixel 10 Fold just ain't
Oh
gonna
my
make it.
god!
Having the audacity to call the Pixel 10
Oh my
Fold
goodness!
extremely durable during their launch event, while not changing
No
the
way!
antenna line locations from the previous two versions that catastrophically failed,
Why
is an
did it fall
insult to
apart
tech
so
enthusiasts
quickly?
everywhere. This
Oh
catastrophic
my
failure
God.
was entirely predictable from 730
Your
days
jealous
ago.
ex-girlfriend.
For sure, hype up the phone, but don't
What'd
lie
you
about
say?
it being durable if you
She
didn't change
said
anything to make it more
snaps your
durable.
phone in half.
Google tried nothing to beef up the structure, and they're all out of ideas. Not only is the antenna line broken up at the top, but it looks like the two antenna lines along the left
I can do that with
side
my
are also
teeth.
bent. This is
I can
by
do that
far
with my
the
teeth.
weakest folding smartphone I've ever tested. And it gets worse. Straightening it back out for round 2, surprisingly, in the decade that I've been durability testing phones, I have never had a smartphone explode before. The
What?
Pixel 10 Pro Fold is the first phone to go up in smoke. Thumbs
Oh
up
my
for thermal runaway.
Goodness! Ooh, that's terrible.
And
Oh
for
my
sure, this is
goodness.
definitely an extreme test, but I've also subjected every mainstream
Oh my
smartphone made in
God.
the past 10 years to these exact same tests.
He's just blowing on it.
Never happened before. And this is the first time I've ever had one fail so spectacularly to the point where my fire alarm is going off. Just something to think about. Don't put an open Pixel 10 Pro Fold in your back pocket or your buns could get toasted. I don't even think I really have to say it, but the Pixel 10 Pro Fold fails my durability test catastrophically. We still need
Yeah.
to check on that hidden camera though under the pixels on
He's
the
still
folding
going.
display, so the teardown must continue. If you're interested in fixing stuff, I'll have my own folding premium portable toolkit linked in the description. It'll definitely survive more folds than
Wait.
the Pixel Fold. You can see what's left.
How did he do it? So he bent it and then it just blew up? He literally just bent it. Like he didn't even do anything. He literally bent it and then it just, the battery couldn't take it, so it just blew
Now,
up.
the crispy battery layers. The pouch-style lithium batteries
Galaxy
are made
Note
up of
7
long
is
sheets of
worse?
foil that are wrapped around
won't
each
doubt
other.
it.
The electrodes are separated
Oh my
from each
goodness,
other
that
in the
looks so
pouch,
bad.
obviously so they don't
It's
short
just
out. But
ashes.
since my phone physically fractured
At
along
Geo
the
Voice, as you can see, the folding phone had released its defensive mechanism when attacked. The devious smokes will make any predator tuck their tails away.
antenna line, we must have pinched the layers of the battery together, causing a short circuit, which immediately dumps all of its energy into a self-accelerating, uncontrolled
You don't like this phone?
thermal reaction.
Is anyone getting this
at
phone?
least until there is no energy left inside the layers to
You
react
should
to
gift
it.
this to your like arch
It does look
nemesis or
pretty
something.
cool
Oh wow.
inside, you know, all things
Oh.
considered. The smaller of the two batteries does appear to have green pull tab, but even after unplugging the battery like a little Lego, the pull tabs just kind of
This is this is what your
And if the rest of
ex-girlfriend
the
does to your
hadn't
phone, bros.
exploded already, I'd probably complain
You
about
should
the pull
hide
tabs
that.
not being all that great. But Google
let
currently
me
has
see. Are
bigger
you cheating
problems
on
to
me?
work on. As
Just
for the under-screen sensor next to the actual inner-screen
Oh
selfie
my
camera, it turns out it's just
goodness.
that, a sensor. There is no lens. This sensor can check for proximity and light, but only as a sensor without any lens
Buy
on
Mina
top
this
of it.
phone.
There's no way
Oh,
the sensor
no.
can take pictures or images like a normal camera would, so there's nothing to worry about. But maybe, if Google decides to make another folding phone in the future, we'll see them
Everything
ditch
reminds
the
me of
whole bunch
her.
at some point and just put an under-screen camera. I would, however, recommend that before Google attempts anything else, they should relocate the antenna lines near the hinge. Or not, either way, I'll be here next year to keep them in check. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it,
Wow.
and thanks again for watching.
That's
see you around.
insane.
There is a
Oh my god, sorry, I just clicked. Dude, do they even check? Do they even check like their phones, or they just release it? Why is it so poor? I've never seen that happen to. That's Google, right? I've never seen that happen to like Samsung, unless that's Samsung or Apple. Folding phones are bad. I've never done that to my phone. I have a folding phone. I've never done that. But,